Did you realize that as you were doing it, or did it take someone reaching out to you being like, "Oh, this I can really relate to this right now," and then you kind of realize, "Oh, we like the good part of your heart is like we can help so many people here."
It's more, honestly, with me, it's more my sisters. They put me aside, like, listen, because they did Total Divas for a while where they put their life out there. I'm like, listen, it is hard at the beginning. But I promise you, once you see the reaction, once you see people who went through, you're going to have your haters. It's just part of the deal. You're on TV. You're going to have haters.
Yeah.
And then, but they're like, once you see this, like, you're going to see all these people be like, holy crap, I'm going through this. Thank you for putting it out there because I felt alone. And I'm like, all right. And, my sisters are my best friends. So I trust falled and it all worked out. I got so many messages being like, thank you for letting us know that, like, you guys aren't just perfect because, my marriage isn't perfect.
Yeah.
So it's really cool that way. And it's nice to know that you could touch people through a reality show.
Mm-hmm. Because you probably grew up, you were reality TV.
Yeah,
I wasn't. Absolutely not.
I didn't ever watch the show.
Because honestly, like, I've never watched reality television.
Yeah.
I immediately conclude that it's just kind of like, they're not real actors, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, right? That'll probably be the one that everybody looks at and they're just like, is it really that interesting, or is it just a bunch of normal people who are celebrities just kind of going through their daily lives and doing nothing? You guys had a lot of interesting things come up.
I know. Oh my gosh, you talk about time. Our lives were so wild. Man, all of us have been through hell and back and had wild stories and, like, some stuff that people wouldn't believe. Like, there's stuff, we had enough stuff that didn't even make it. But yeah, we did. We had a lot. And because I'll tell you the truth, what sort of happens is, like, because we obviously live our life every day.
Yeah.
What happens? So, like, hey, what happened last 3 months? And obviously not everything's pure reality, but you go back on what happened in our life, and then we expose that, right? Show it. Mm-hmm. But you film a lot of reality. Like, there's an episode, is that scene in this house? And Josie bit John.
The Frenchie, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Geez.
And that's Brianna's dog. Brianna was there. She was flying to go wrestle somewhere. It's me, Nicole, and John. And it bit John, and he's like, get this dog out of here. Like, all this, and people are like, oh, this is staged. I'm like, that's not staged.
You can't train a dog to do
I
that.
do not know how, and she was so sweet, but for some reason, she saw John at that moment, was like, I'm going to bite this dude. She bit him. And then Nicole instantly shut off and just wanted me to start taking pictures. It's really weird, like on a floaty, because that's who she is. She's like, all right, I'm going to hop on the Swan now. I'm like, yo, our sister's dog just bit John, your man, and he wants to get this dog out of here, and we're supposed to be watching a dog, and, like, you just want to start taking pictures? I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, what's happened, dude?
It's like they're the guests in the house, too, where it's like you kind of have to, like, navigate the situation, kind of take charge here.
And at that time, we sort of walked on eggshells around John. Now,
so was he just, like, a tough dude to live with?
At the beginning. For Nicole, I'm sure for Nicole, it was tough for Nicole, but I will tell you one thing. Nicole sort of broke down his barriers, and then you sort of watch on eggshells, especially his house. His house is like a museum. It's beautiful, worth, whatever. And then all of a sudden, when me and him, I think, really broke our barrier was Nicole's traveling overseas. They just bought a dog, and he had his shoulder redone, and so Nicole's like, he's like, I'll pay you to come help me with the dog. And you sort of help me in Tampa. I'm like, cool. Mm-hmm. So we had 2 weeks together, and we go to breakfast every morning, dinner, all this stuff. We hang out, and I was like, and then we realized we lived the same comedy, all this stuff. And then after that, he just sort of, he opened up to me, I opened up to him.